Hello everybody and welcome to TPG'S world. It's me, Bradley. I am driving home from a little adventure I had. We're not going to really talk about that. Wink, wink, Carol. Wink, wink, Carol. Carol's like, oh my God. I got a little story to tell you guys. I don't do a story time often, but I figured this one's kind of funny, so I wanted to tell you this story. I just stopped by McDonald's and got me a milkshake. I know I'm supposed to lose weight, but hey, I need it. It's hot. God, that's good. I love McDonald's milkshakes. So, that's why I don't think McDonald's worth the crap. But anyway, yesterday I was hurting so bad, guys. The pain has gotten more and more intense as the days have gone on. So, I was like, what am I going to do? 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 Gosh, this window is like getting crazy. All right, so let me get back and focus. So, I was like hurting so bad. Like, I could barely walk. I could barely move. I was in tears. Well, luckily, our kids only had to stay till 11 o'clock. So, it was about 9:30. I went to my principal and the teacher worker. I said, I got to go at 11 o'clock. I'm going to take a half day and I'm going to go to the emergency room. I can't handle this anymore. So they were like, yes, by all means, go to the emergency room. Please go, whatever. So I was like, all right. So I barely made it. I got home, changed clothes, drove myself to the emergency room. I'm crying the whole way there. I'm hurting so bad. It took me forever to get out of the car. It's like paralyzing almost. So I was really just having a rough time, just the whole, getting there. So I go in there. I arrive at 12 o'clock, noon, and I'm told there's a 7-hour wait, maybe 8. I'm like, oh crud. So I sit there, and 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 I'm playing on my phone. I'm talking to people. I'm texting people, just doing whatever I can, trying to pass the time. Well, finally at 5. I was just like, I'm done. I hurt so bad. I'm like, I gotta go. So I walked up to the nurse, but I already got x-rays. They did my x-rays at like 12:30. So I was like, I walked up to the nurse. I said, hey, I have got to go. I said, I cannot handle this anymore. I said, I'm in such pain. I just can't do this anymore. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I got to figure something out. I said, I can't sit out there any longer. I said, I work in the school. I said, I've been there all day. I got to work tomorrow. I said, I can't sit here anymore tonight. I cannot possibly do it. I'm not able to sit here any longer. So she was like, all right, honey, well, let's see what we can do. I was like, all right, let's see what we can do. So she tells me, she says, go sit, instead of sitting way in the back of the emergency room, go sit right here in the front. And I was like, why? What's the difference? She goes, trust me, just do it. I was like, all right. So I go to the front and I sit where she tells me to sit. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit right here. So I go and I'm sitting there and chilling. And about 3 minutes later, this is like 5.5 hours, 5.5 hours. They call me to do my vitals. I'm like, well, dang, I just did my vitals. She's like, hang tight. The next thing I know, they take me back. They put me in this room, but it's not a normal room. It's like a room where they draw blood. So I'm like, oh, they're going to do blood work. And the girl says, no, the doctor's going to come in here and talk to you. And I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting there. I hear this man. He's like, Mr. Watt, looking for Watts. Okay. So he comes back. And y'all, he opened that curtain. And my jaw dropped. Honey, in front of me stood Prince Charming, directly out of a Walt Disney movie. He was like blonde hair, blue eyes, tall, young, in his 30s, and just gorgeous. And I was like, holy God, this is Prince Charming. I'm going to die. So he begins to talk to me. And he was very kind, which made him even more attractive. And he was talking about, he said there was really nothing they could do in the emergency room because they couldn't, do any of the tests they need to do there. They're not supposed to do that. And he said, really wasn't considered an emergency, but he understood. So he told me, he said, I can almost guarantee you 1,000% that it's your sciatica. And I'm like, okay. He's like, you're showing all the signs. And I was like, what can I do? And he told me some things. He said, we'll give you some painkillers, we'll give you some muscle relaxers. He said, you're home. He's like, that's all you can really do. He's like, but that's what it is. I was like, okay. He said, I'm going to give you a little shot too, and it should help a little bit. And I said, okay, no problem. Y'all, I couldn't stop staring at this man. I was like, geez, Lord, help me. He's the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I just kept asking him questions, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I kept asking the man questions so he would stay in the room longer. And I was like, Lord Jesus, I'm going to leave my shoe right here in this room so that he can find my shoe and bring me my shoe because I'm about to be Cinderella up in this place. He was so pretty. So, Prince Charming tells me, he's like, okay. And so he explains all. And he was just, he was like, Disney beautiful, like Disney beautiful. Like I was waiting like little birds to start flying, or like my fairy godmother to show up, or some crap. But I was like, honey, this is Prince Charming. He was gorgeous. So he basically, of all the experience I've had with everybody emergency, because the last one, if you know me on Facebook, I had a horrible experience in the emergency room there. This was the best person who's informed me the most, even over my own doctor, of like what to do as far as like controlling it. And now I have a nerve study next week on Monday, 1 week from yesterday, tomorrow, next Wednesday, have a nerve study, so hopefully I'll have some more information for you guys in, but I'm pretty certain it's probably my sciatica too. The shut knocked me out, guys. I got home, luckily I got home, and I drove home. I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I started going to sleep, so I took the painkiller, I went to sleep, and y'all, I slept. I just like knocked out, like I fell asleep. My glasses on, my phone in my hand, like I woke up, lights are still on, like I looked like I was just like, oh, like I'd been on a 7-day drunk. It was horrible. So my dogs are like on the bed. My dogs don't go to sleep until I turn the light off. That's kind of like, that's their official let's go to bed kind of code. So I went to so good. So I got up, I flipped off light. I sleep on a CPAP. If you don't know, I had a CPAP machine. I put it on. I was like, oh Lord, and I just slept, and it was the best sleep I ever had. Whatever Prince Charming gave me was, it just made me sleep peacefully. So that's pretty much the story I wanted to tell you about Prince Charming. I actually met Prince Charming because he was truly a prince. Man, I woke up today, whatever magic Prince Charming worked to me, honey. It worked, honey, because I was not hurting at all. It's like the pain has almost subsided a little bit. Now it's starting to act up now because I've been doing a lot today, like on my feet. Like I actually danced with the kids today. That kind of hurt a little bit, kind of snapped it back. So I got to kind of be careful, but it's not as painful as it was yesterday or even this week. And apparently if it goes untreated, it can get worse and worse. He told me that Prince Charming told me that I was on the road to, doing the right thing for it and everything. So I was like, all right. So basically that's it, guys. That's where I stand. I look like a dog's dinner. I'm sorry. I got your shirt on. Michelle bought me. Love it. Love Betty White. It's one of my favorite shirts. Pretty much, in a nutshell, that's the whole story. That's where I'm at. That's what happened. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you check me out on TikTok. It's called Bradley's World on TikTok. I'm going to make a TikTok. I'll be here in a little while. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I had made a video the other day and I forgot to download it. I'm doing okay personally. I still had my days. I missed the hell out of Charlie really bad. I miss my little doggy. I miss my little buddy. I think about him every day. I think about my parents every day and how it feels to be alone. I'm doing okay. I just have some days. I'm hopefully going to go to Dollywood. I'm hopefully going to Dollywood soon. I want to try to get my mailbox back again, but right now it's $100 to get your mailbox back, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get it or not. At the post office. Anyway, guys, I love you guys, and I want to say thank you to everyone who has sent me cards and talked to me, and there's a lot of angels in my life. I have 2 wonderful angels that look after me. Thank you to Allison. Allison wrote me a beautiful email, guys. It was so sweet. Sharon Simply Southern. She's always there to lend me a sweet note or sweet words. I love her TikToks. My sweet, sweet, sweet Carol, who's almost become like a sister to me. I adore that woman. And I'm a pain in her ass, but she knows it. And my sweet, sweet, sweet Michelle. I love her so much. These are people that just, when I'm down, they seem to light my life. They've just been like angels. I prayed for angels, and God sent them to me and those people. And He sent me many more. Debbie, Tracy, many angels that came into my life in this dark time. I came, into my life. But honey, Prince Charming, ooh, Lord Jesus. Y'all, I swear to God, I was going to leave my shoe there. Anyway, guys, that is my story time. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all, if I ever go back to the hospital and he's there, I'll take a picture. He was beautiful. Anyway, remember that you are to be the best you that you can be because everyone else is taken. Be you. Don't be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid of what people think of you. Be who you are and be proud of it. Also, remember to be yourself, because everyone else is taken in this world. And in a world where you can be anything, guys, you can be anything you want to be. Be kind. Kindness is probably the only thing that's free. And before too long, they'll probably charge for that. So kindness is the only thing that's free in this world. It takes nothing to be kind to someone. Just do one kind thing a day, okay? And remember that hating is a disease, and some folks need to get well soon. I don't say that as much as I used to because it kind of got, I don't want to keep saying it in new ones, but my biggest thing is just be kind. Just be kind. Be nice, okay? Love you guys. And I will talk to you really soon, okay? Bye. Check me out on TikTok, Bradley's World. Bye.